sent me a message recently seeking advice on how to relate with her friends whose lifestyle contradicts the path she has chosen for herself. Feel free to drop in any thoughts, tips, or any form of advice you have for her in this current phase of life. So for the sake of this video, we'll call her Tina. Tina is in her mid-20s. She's nearly done with uni. She recently embarked on a personal development journey. So she started a journey towards dressing modestly. She stopped taking alcohol and attending night parties. She started to pray and study her Bible more recently. She has been trying to spend more time reading a book and learning a skill outside of what she's studying in the university. However, a lot of her friends who she's known since her first year in the university are still stuck in the old ways. In her words, "Every time I hang out with them, I feel drained. But when I pull away, I feel this heavy guilt, like I'm abandoning them or acting like I'm better." She still loves them, but also feels like relating with them is holding herself back. So she's asking, how do I handle this without feeling like a bad friend or without sounding arrogant for wanting different things now? So first of all, Tina, congratulations on making this move towards becoming a better version of yourself. It takes a lot of courage to be able to do something different, especially when you're surrounded by people who are doing otherwise. Now, I want you to bear a few things in mind. Number one, you're not arrogant for choosing to change the course of your life. Everyone, regardless of your relationship with them, have their own unique goals and aspirations, and this is reflected in their actions and in the way they choose to live their life on a day-to-day basis. So your decision to change certain habits you think no longer serves you is not arrogance, and it definitely doesn't mean you hate your friends. You're just evolving and becoming a better version of yourself, which is what anyone who loves themselves will do. Secondly, I need you to understand that when someone is going against the norm, there is always a usual resistance. I've experienced this firsthand in different situations, and I can tell you that this could come in form of people actively discouraging you from doing what you're doing. It could come in form of them distracting you from it, or they could continually say things to make you hate the good choices you've made. If for any reason you feel that being around certain people, in this case your friends, is dampening your momentum to pursue this new course you want to embark on, by all means feel free to distance yourself without guilt, because people who love you and genuinely want to be around you regardless of the new path you've chosen will respect your choices. They will respect your decisions. So anything short of this is a valid reason to pull away. Again, is your life on the line here? I've said it before in one of my videos that regardless of who is influencing you to do or not do certain things, eventually you alone will bear the consequences. So if you're convinced that this is what is best for you and your life, go for it. Another thing I want you to have in mind is that outgrowing friendships is normal. It's not betrayal to have a new set of friends because the old ones are unable to deal with the new version of you. Yes, we all desire to have lifelong friends, but life is dynamic and change is constant. Best believe, if those same friends you're about to compromise your standards for encounter something life-changing that you are unable to support with, they are also going to abandon you and move on to a new set of people who are able to support them. It's just life, unfortunately. No hard feelings. We move, because at the end of the day, we are all separate individuals and we're going to give account of our lives individually. Even though your friends might be noticing changes in the way you're interacting with them right now, I still suggest and I advise strongly, call them aside and try to explain to them the reason for this new choice or this new decision or this new lifestyle that you've chosen. Tell them why this makes sense to you and possibly encourage them to do so as well. Now, you're not doing this with the intention that they will fully understand, but you're doing this out of courtesy for the kind of relationship you guys share and to enlighten them on the new boundaries you're going to be operating on, to equip them with the right amount of information that will help them to respect your new boundaries. What this also does for you is that when you then decide to pull away, you feel less guilty because you've given them ample opportunity to tag along with you in this new lifestyle that you've chosen. I highly recommend that you watch this video because it will put a lot more things into perspective. If you have any piece of advice or tips for Tina, please don't forget to leave them in the comment section. I will see you in my next video. Bye.